everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for that introduction. So I'm excited to be here and speak on behalf of DentalVault. So we'll get right into it. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You get a phone call or a notification, whatever that may be for you, text message, whatever. You hear that your practice is on fire. What do? You can't go there. You don't have a schedule. You don't have the ability to look it up right now. So you don't even know how to call your patients. So what do? We'll hold on to that thought. As we know, emergency situations and threats can and do happen all the time, and they can impact dental offices all over. Years of hard work and dedication put into a practice, into building it, can be lost in the blink of an eye if you don't have the steps in place to protect it. The goal is, if a situation were to arise, is to minimize its impact and reduce downtime. But how do we do that? What's the best way to do that, right? So for me, everything starts with education. You educate yourselves, you educate your team, right? So because of this presentation, I want you guys just to think of the potential threats that dental offices may face, okay? And just have that in the back of your head. We'll touch base on that. So I am here to introduce you on how DentalVault can help you in your practice. But what exactly is DentalVault? DentalVault is the brainchild of dental innovators who have over a decade of experience in dental technology. Dental innovators who recognize the need for a solution to secure the integrity of data protection and minimize the risk of attacks or the threats, right, to your dental practices. It gives any practice, regardless of size, the ability to go back in time and recover their data even before an attack. That data is being covered 24/7, 365 days out of the year, okay? Either from your server or the cloud. Data like patients' charts, ledgers, x-rays, everything. Everything is being constantly backed up, and you'll hear me say that over and over during this presentation. So we treat your data as your own, or as our own. So the threats, let's go back to that. All shapes and sizes. Fire, we got flood, theft, power, and recently, a huge increase in dental offices is the ransomware cases. Now, ransomware is a malicious software that completely paralyzes your ability to go back and access your data. Now, that's not a good thing, right? You need to be able to access your data at any given point in time. And you're not able to unless you pay it off. There was a case recently. It was November 25th, 2019, the Colorado ransomware case. And it affected 100 dental offices, caused them to not be able to access their data at all. Now think about the consequences of not having a good disaster recovery situation, right? Or solution, so to say. So think about the consequences of that. Loss of revenue, loss of production. What else? We got the cost of what it takes to rebuild your servers, the time it takes, right? The cost to rebuild your workstations. Most importantly, well, not most importantly, but another big one, a very important one, is the cost of your practice's reputation. Now, the HIPAA security rule stipulates that if there are more than 500 patient records that have been affected, you have to alert the media. Now, any of these can and will be detrimental to practice. So how are we doing things, right? So we were swapping out USB and tape drives, right? We were doing that throughout the day. And the downside to that is that it's only backed up from a certain point from the day before. Now, it also gives room for human error. You forget your second cup of coffee of the day, you might forget to swap out that drive. We have a problem. If we don't have all of our data in the time of a disaster, that's critical information that may be missing and that you will need, right? So it doesn't provide that quick recovery. So what now? We have DentalVault. Happy to be here to introduce you to DentalVault. So the future is here, okay? So you don't have to worry about not having coffee, okay, or not having enough coffee. I won't talk to you about having too much coffee because I'm a hygienist, and that conversation, we'll talk one-on-one. It's a date. Anyways, so you don't have to remember to swap out your drives. You don't have to wonder if your backup has been backed up completely. You don't have to shut down for the day, or maybe a week or a month, I don't know, however long it takes. Time is money. You don't have to worry in the event of a disaster if your practice will survive. DentalVault's got your back, okay? So how does it work? So the on-premise appliance, it houses encrypted versions of your data, as well as a virtual copy of your production device. So your data is constantly being backed up throughout the day. Remember I said that? I was gonna say that over and over again during this presentation. So let's see, Mr. Smith, he comes in for a limited examination, left side of the mouth, swollen, he's in pain. He comes in, we update his health history, we update his insurance information, we get an x-ray, which was very hard to take because he was having a hard time biting down on that sensor. So we're a general practice. We say, you know what, Mr. Smith, we're gonna refer you out to a specialist. Luckily for Mr. Smith, the specialist was available. So Mr. Smith, gathers his belongings and off he goes. Our power goes off. We haven't sent over what we need to send over to the specialist. So what now? When your production server goes down, with DentalVault, you got the virtual instant, okay? It takes over its role. So the doctor is able to log in and able to send over those records. So no downtime, okay? It doesn't affect the other practice, and it doesn't affect that patient. Patient care isn't disrupted in this scenario. We're able to contact our patients because we have their information. We're able to let them know what's going on. Okay, they're not gonna show up and not know. You're gonna tell them, you don't have to come until we get this figured out. Or we can get it figured out and let them know. Regardless, you have the information you need right there. 24/7, 365 days out of the year. So at DentalVault, we provide a customized approach when it comes to its clients, okay? We tailor each appliance and cloud storage to a growing business. We partner with you in every step of the way to ensure that your data is safe and secure with state-of-the-art appliances. So let's go back to 2 o'clock in the morning, you get that dreaded phone call. What do? Well, you utilize DentalVault. You utilize DentalVault, a customizable approach specific to your dental needs for your dental practice, okay? And we're here to help you get back on track, on time. Thank you.